When might the Knicks actually see him on the court?
Well, the optimistic prognosis is that he could get back in about a month. You know, there's also been reports it could take up to 8 weeks, and this has been a lingering problem. I saw him this summer, and he was dealing with it back then, trying to get some treatment, doing yoga, other exercises to try to kind of unlock that back, the herniated disc problem that he has. But if you do get Baron Davis there, it immediately upgrades their backcourt, which is the main deficiency on this team. You know, they're going with Tony Douglas as the starting point guard. They brought in Mike Bibby. Iman Shumpert, their first-round draft pick, can play a little bit of point guard. They used him there a little bit during the preseason game on Saturday against the Nets, but he's really more of a shooting guard and can make an impact as a rookie as a shooting guard, but really can't run the team the way a Baron Davis can. Remember, he's a guy in January averaged about 15.5 points and 7 assists. So when he's got it, he still has some left. You just don't know if he can do it for the duration of a season anymore.
He's 32. There's a lot of tread.
32.
Yeah, a lot of tread left on those tires. How much can he really help the Knicks?
Well, the great thing about it is that's very low risk because the Cleveland Cavaliers use their amnesty provisions, so they're still responsible for paying off the bulk of his $14 million contract that's now offset by the reported $1.4 million veteran minimum that the Knicks were able to get him for. So that helps. You know, this is a case when they say it's not about the money, it's not about the money. He wanted to be in New York. The Lakers were interested in him. The Miami Heat were interested in him. But he thought he could go there, fill a need, get a lot of playing time, and still provide something, assist the Knicks, and get a lot of assists to that front line. There's a lot of assists to be had when you're throwing the ball to Carmelo Anthony and Amari Stoudemire.
Tyson Chandler is defensive-minded, but you mentioned Carmelo Anthony, Amari Stoudemire. They both need the ball. Baron needs the ball as well. Is there enough basketball to go around for
But to distribute it. I mean, he's not intent on shooting it all the time. So there's a lot of assists to be had to those guys. Might not be a lot of assists coming from that front line of Chandler, Stoudemire, and Anthony, but certainly when you got a guy like Baron Davis, can throw those lob passes like Tyson Chandler used to get from Chris Paul down in New Orleans, can throw the entry pass, can run the pick and roll maybe with Amari Stoudemire the way Steve Nash did in Phoenix. Not quite the same pick and roll threat that Nash and Stoudemire were, but Baron Davis and Amari Stoudemire can certainly get you into your offense. So I love the fact that it doesn't cost them a lot of money and there's a lot of upside to it.